Now then, YouTube, hope you're all well. Let's see what I've been up to. Okay guys, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. That's a bit bright, isn't it? So this is the LCS vent brayer, currently smoking it in. I'm trying not to get it mucky, but then again 98% of my smoking's at work, so I think she's going to get a little bit mucky because me and this little pipe are growing very fond of each other. Turn this way, that's better. So we've been busy in the workshop. First week back in the workshop after being on site for quite some time. I'll give you a quick tour around. It's an absolute mess. But before I do, what am I smoking? Some Ratrays Exotic Passion, which according to tobacco reviews, it is a Colles and Cop, hopefully that's pronounced right, blended for Ratrays, supplied by Mr. Welsh Piper. He sent me a lovely care package with some of this in, and it's quite a nice blend. It's a real orange and mango-y topping, and it's got a really nice Virginia Burley taste going off on the retro ale. So what we've been doing, we've had last 2 days on this old farm trailer, rescuing it from redemption, putting a new body on that, so I'll keep posted on that. And we're making new sideboards, obviously new runners for the chassis front to back, new body rails, new floor, new sideboard, so it should be like a new trailer. I'll come round here so you'll see them better. These are some gates we've been making for a customer. They've been galvanised, painted black with the flowers in the middle. To be honest, not really my cup of tea, but they have come out better than I thought they were going to. The Westfield, let's look at the Westfield. She's on the ramp, all covered up, but as you can see, the underneath looks just as good as on top. I'm just having an hour on it, sorting out the engine. For you guys who's watching from the Westfield forum, I've managed to bolt the engine and box together with the S2000 bell housing. I found one of these studs were missing, so I found 2 stainless UNC bolts, I believe the UNC, which will go in there and finish that off. But I've been having a little bit of trouble fitting this Burton power. Oh, that's come today for the thermostat housing, because I'm running the Cool-X rad with no rad cap. And I've just been fitting the Burton Power dogtooth belt conversion kit. I was thinking, you know, with more than doubled the power of the engine, we're running a Burton Power light and steel flywheel, so it's going to pick up a lot quicker, you know. And I was thinking with the old tin pulleys and V-belt, I was concerned that it could spin and on the water pump pulley and not do us any favours. So I've purchased this kit. Bottom pulley fits lovely. This top pulley, I had some trouble, but that could be because it's an aftermarket water pump. I had to grind the boss of the water pump. It's a square boss. I had to take the corners off of the boss on the water pump to get the pulley on. And then I've come to the alternator. The alternator should have that spacer on there. If I'm to fit that spacer, there's not enough thread on the alternator. Where are we? There. And it's probably going to be too much. Yeah. But I do need to space this pulley out. So I'm going to have to cut that nylock down and make it more like a half a nut. And then cut this spacer down and space the pulley out slightly. So it looks a quality made kit, don't get me wrong, but if you think it's a quick fit, think again. Trust me. I mean, it's nothing too major, nothing we can't sort out, but you know, if you're doing it in your garage, it might inconvenience you somewhat if you haven't got a grinder and things like that, which is a bit of a shame really, because everything I've had from Burton before has been pretty good. I don't know what else to tell you really. I'm hoping this weekend to get the engine and box in, and that's another major milestone. Bonnet's gone to be painted again. All the body's been fitted, so I know it all fits, and I've took the nose cone off and everything, ready to fit the engine. This is the, I don't know if you can see, it's not picking it up very well, but this is the pedal box that I made so that I get more room in the footwell. Stainless bolts for the engine mounts. These panels here, these ones, they're not standard to a Westfield. I'll show you from here. These panels, I've fabricated them myself so I can hide any wiring down the back of them. I know it's extra weight, and also when you look under the engine bay, I was trying to give it more of a quality finish, if you like, so you can't see the back side of the carbon because it's quite unsightly. You'll see them matching all the rest of the interior. But other than that, we turn my minion off. Other than that, it's been nice to be back in workshop and get some of these jobs finished off. And it'll be nice to weigh some jobs in, like this gate for example. These gates for example, we've been making them for a while. The materials were long since purchased. We've paid for them to be galvanised, so it'll be nice to go and fit them and get some money back in the bank. There's quite a few jobs like that we're hoping to tie up before we go back on site. I'm really quite enjoying this Ratrays. When I first tried it, I didn't really like it. It was a bit of a quite strong aromatic. I dried it out plenty, and that took away the gloopiness, and I'm really enjoying it. We're getting to the end of the bowl now, and we're getting to the end of the night. So I hope you guys have getting ready to do a VR for the Go. I will be adding a few more prizes, so there's something to look forward to there. So get your goals in. Right, so I'm going to take a look at that alternator pulley and make some sense of that, and I'll catch you in a moment. Right, let's see what I've managed to come up with regarding this alternator. So what I've done is I've used a spring washer there because it was the right diameter and the right thickness, rather than trying to cut down that boss that came with the alternator. And I'm going to use this, instead of using a standard nylock, I'm going to use this knurled flanged nut, which locks on this face, because a nylock locks around here with nylon basically, and this nut's going to be, the thread's going to finish up somewhere about there, so with the nylock you wouldn't have half a chance, whereas this, it locks on the face, so it won't be any problem. And with the added bonus of the what's it? It'll come to me in a minute. The added bonus of the spring washer, it shouldn't be any problem at all. So just bear with me a second while grab it up. That's it. So if we look at it now, let's try and get straight at it, the belt's nice and in line. I'm not sure how the alternator bracket fits. I'm assuming there's a little left-handed bracket and then your standard adjustable bracket there, but that's it for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a video probably Sunday night when we're getting this engine in. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much trouble. I've still got the carbs to fit properly because they're only tack bolted on, and so is the exhaust. I've also got some stainless UNC bolts for the rocker cover. I need to give this gearbox cover another lick of Amorite because it's only had one primer, one Amorite, still a little bit patchy, so it matches the gear stick extension, but it's all looking good. I'm pleased with the progress, that's the main thing. I'm really going to try to get it done for the kit car show, Newark kit car show in July next year. It's a long time away, but there's a lot to do. I honestly think I could finish this in about 3 weeks, but can I manage to get 3 weeks worth of work on it before July? This is the question. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you all had a very good Christmas. Plenty of Christmas smokes. That was the main thing. And as always, keep it lit.